It's, it's good. It's kind of. I don't know why y'all up. I need to be asleep. I should be asleep. But I guess y'all get the little. I guess y'all get the little exclusive before everyone else does. So stop looking sad and flourish. I always flourish. I'm just tired. I'm exhausted. I'm just tired. It's like, yo, let my boy rest in peace. Like, it's always something. It's like, y'all, I don't know if it's played on his life, you know? Like, y'all be playing in people's faces, yeah, careful. Y'all be playing in people's faces, playing with people's lives, playing with people's time. Like, that shit is not, like, that shit not cool. That's not cool. And now I'm like, alright, like, I always wonder, like, what, like, the position that I'm in, I always wonder, like, how do I move forward? You feel me? Like, imagine you're in a situation, right, when you're the only one who's the voice, who's advocating, who's been advocated. People look at you for, you know, the truth. People look at you for, you feel me, like, the direction, you know? And it's like, I could either stay silent and allow people that I love to be used, or I can put myself in harm's way, put myself in a vulnerable position, put myself out there and essentially advocate for a loved one. That's the thing, you guys. It's like, at what point do we subtract reality from reality?
The internet is on fire again. And this time, the drama surrounding Blueface and Chrisean Rock has taken yet another explosive turn. Just when fans thought the chaos between the two couldn't get any wilder. Blueface shocked social media by claiming that baby Chrisean might not actually be his biological son. Within minutes, timelines were flooded with reactions, debates, and speculation. But the moment that really got people talking, the reaction from Chrisean's former friend, Zio. Zio didn't stay quiet. In fact, her response added even more fuel to an already blazing fire. Fans immediately started dissecting every word she said, wondering whether she was defending Chrisean, exposing something deeper, or simply reacting to the shocking claim like everyone else online. The tension between loyalty, betrayal, and truth suddenly became the center of attention. And the internet couldn't look away. As clips and screenshots spread across social media, people began asking the same question. Is Blueface serious about this claim? Or is this just another chapter in their never-ending public drama? And more importantly, what does Zio actually know about the situation? Because if there's one thing everyone has learned about this saga, it's that every new voice seems to bring even bigger revelations. The drama surrounding Blueface and Chrisean Rock has never been short on twists, but the latest chapter might be one of the most shocking yet. When Blueface recently claimed that baby Chrisean might not actually be his biological son, the internet immediately erupted into chaos. Fans, critics, and gossip pages all rushed to react, trying to piece together what was really going on behind the scenes. But just as the debate began to heat up, another voice entered the conversation. Someone who once stood very close to Chrisean herself. That voice belonged to Zio, a former friend of Chrisean who has been around during some of the most dramatic moments of the couple's turbulent relationship. Because of that history, people immediately paid attention when she decided to speak out. Her reaction wasn't just another random internet comment. Many fans felt it could potentially reveal deeper truths about what's really been happening behind closed doors. To understand why Zio's reaction matters so much, you have to remember how intense the relationship between Blueface and Chrisean has been from the very beginning. Their story has played out almost entirely in the public eye. From explosive arguments on social media to emotional reunions, their relationship has often looked like a roller coaster that never slows down. Every time it seemed like things might calm down, another viral moment would appear and send their names trending once again. When Chrisean announced she was pregnant, the internet instantly turned its attention toward the situation. Supporters rallied behind her, celebrating what they hoped would be a new chapter of stability and growth. Others, however, questioned whether the drama between the two would ever truly end. Even before the baby was born, rumors and speculation were already circulating about whether Blueface would fully step into the role of a father. Despite the doubts, Chrisean appeared determined to focus on motherhood. She often shared emotional posts about preparing for her child and building a different kind of life for herself. Many fans saw this as a turning point. A chance for her to leave the chaos behind and create something positive for the future. But things didn't stay peaceful for long. Blueface has never been known for staying quiet online. And over time, his comments about the situation started to raise eyebrows. At first, some people thought he was simply trolling, something he's become famous for on social media. However, when he recently suggested that baby Chrisean might not actually be his biological son, the reaction was immediate and intense. Within minutes, social media exploded with opinions. Some fans were furious, accusing him of disrespecting Chrisean and creating unnecessary drama. Others believed he had the right to ask questions if he genuinely had doubts. Meanwhile, gossip blogs and reaction channels began dissecting every word he said, turning the situation into one of the most talked about topics online. That's when Zio's reactions started spreading across the internet. Because she had previously been part of Chrisean's inner circle, people felt her perspective could offer insight into the situation. In clips circulating online, Zio appeared to react with visible disbelief at Blueface's claims. Her response quickly caught attention, with viewers analyzing her tone, expressions, and statements for hidden meaning. For many fans, the reactions seemed to carry a mix of frustration and exhaustion. After watching the drama between Blueface and Chrisean unfold for so long, Zio appeared to suggest that the constant cycle of public conflict had become almost predictable. Every few months, it seemed like another explosive moment would emerge, dragging everyone connected to the situation back into the spotlight. What made the moment even more interesting was the complicated history between Zio and Chrisean themselves. The two were once known to be close friends, appearing together during different phases of Chrisean's career and personal life. But like many relationships within high-profile circles, their friendship eventually faced its own challenges and reportedly fell apart because of that past tension. Some viewers wondered whether Zio's reaction came purely from concern, frustration, or something deeper. Was she defending Chrisean? Was she simply reacting as someone who had watched the chaos unfold for years? Or did she know details about the situation that the public hadn't heard yet? Those questions quickly fueled even more speculation online. Meanwhile, the broader conversation continued to grow. Supporters of Chrisean pointed out how difficult it must be to deal with such personal matters in front of millions of people. Raising a child is already a life-changing responsibility, and doing it while constantly facing internet scrutiny can make things even harder. Others focused their criticism on Blueface, arguing that claims about paternity should be handled privately rather than broadcast across social media. For them, the situation represented a pattern that had played out too many times before, personal disputes turning into viral entertainment. Still, there were also voices urging people not to jump to conclusions. Some argued that questions about paternity, while sensitive, aren't entirely uncommon in complicated relationships. From their perspective, the real issue was how publicly everything was unfolding. As the debate continued, one thing became clear: the involvement of Zio had added a completely new layer to the story. Her reaction reminded viewers that the drama between Blueface and Chrisean doesn't just affect the two of them. Friends, former allies, and people who were once part of their inner circle often find themselves pulled into the conversation, whether they want to be or not. And when someone like Zio speaks out, even briefly, the internet immediately starts searching for deeper meaning. Because in the world of viral celebrity drama, Every reaction becomes a clue, every comment becomes a headline, and every moment adds another chapter to a story that seems far from over. And if the past has proven anything about the ongoing saga between Blueface and Chrisean Rock, it's that whenever people think the situation has reached its peak, another twist is usually right around the corner. After Zio's initial reaction hit the internet, the chatter didn't just simmer, it exploded. Social media platforms lit up with thousands of comments, reposts, and videos breaking down every second of her response. For many fans, Zio's words felt like a rare insider perspective, offering a glimpse into the personal dynamics that had remained behind the scenes until now. People who had followed the saga from the beginning knew that her insight might carry weight. Given how close she once was to Chrisean Rock, Zio's reaction was not just a simple comment or a short clip. In her response, she expressed a combination of disbelief, frustration, and, surprisingly, a touch of empathy. It was clear she had seen the twists and turns of Chrisean and Blueface's relationship up close. And she didn't take Blueface's statement lightly. "This isn't just about words online," she said, her tone serious and direct. "It's about a child, a life, and the responsibility that comes with it. You can't just put that out there like it's a joke or a game." Fans immediately began analyzing her words, trying to read between the lines. Some argued that Zio was indirectly defending Chrisean, while others suggested she might be calling out Blueface for handling a delicate matter publicly rather than privately. The truth is, Zio's reaction seemed to be both personal and universal. Personal because of her past connection to Chrisean, and universal because it touched on the broader issue of public disputes over private family matters. The reactions weren't limited to fans. Influencers, gossip channels, and even other celebrities quickly joined the conversation. Many pointed out that Blueface's claim could have serious emotional consequences, not just for Chrisean, but also for the child involved. Online commentators debated whether Blueface's statement was simply a moment of social media bravado or a serious question about paternity that needed clarification through legal or medical means. In the midst of all this, Zio's credibility as someone who once knew Chrisean personally gave her words extra weight. Unlike casual fans or social media commentators, she had first-hand experience with Chrisean's personality, her way of handling conflict, and her relationships with those around her. For many viewers, this made Zio's reaction feel more grounded and less performative compared to the usual social media drama. It's worth remembering that the relationship between Chrisean and Blueface has always been highly publicized. From the moment the two became a couple, their personal disagreements, reconciliations, and dramatic social media posts have been widely shared, dissected, and criticized. Every argument, every claim, and every public interaction has been observed by millions, creating an ongoing narrative that resembles a real-life soap opera. Given this context, Zio's reaction was particularly noteworthy because it offered a glimpse of authenticity amid a sea of online speculation. She wasn't simply taking sides. She was responding based on her experiences and understanding of the people involved. This authenticity resonated with fans, many of whom had grown tired of the constant back and forth between Chrisean and Blueface online. For a moment, Zio's reaction shifted the focus from sensationalism to a more human perspective, the impact that these statements could have on the people most affected. The internet quickly started debating the implications of Blueface's claim. Some argued that questioning paternity publicly could damage the child emotionally in the future, while others said that transparency and honesty were important, even if handled poorly. This sparked conversations about parenting, responsibility, and the boundaries of public discourse when it comes to family matters. In this sense, Zio's reaction served as a catalyst, turning what could have been a fleeting gossip moment into a broader discussion about accountability and respect. As more clips of Zio's reaction circulated, it became clear that the public was hungry for context. People wanted to know more about her relationship with Chrisean, what she knew about the situation, and how her perspective could influence the ongoing narrative. Speculation ran wild. Was Zio hinting at something deeper? Did she know more about Blueface's behavior behind the scenes? Or was her reaction simply one of frustration at the drama that had engulfed the lives of everyone involved? Amid this swirling discussion, some fans began sharing their own experiences with online relationship drama, drawing parallels to the situation with Chrisean and Blueface. They discussed how social media can magnify conflicts, make private issues public, and put immense pressure on everyone involved. In this sense, Zio's reaction resonated not just because of her connection to Chrisean, but also because it reflected a universal struggle many people face in the digital age: the challenge of managing personal relationships under public scrutiny. Meanwhile, gossip channels and reaction videos began to dissect Zio's every word. Analysts pointed out subtle cues in her tone, facial expressions, and gestures, trying to determine whether she was angry, disappointed, or simply shocked. Every frame of her reaction was scrutinized, shared, and commented on, amplifying the drama even further. It became clear that Zio's voice had the power to influence public perception, shaping how fans interpreted Blueface's claim and Chrisean's response, in addition to her reaction. Zio's history with Chrisean provided context that many fans found compelling. They recalled moments when Zio had been present during some of the most challenging periods in Chrisean's life. From personal struggles to public arguments, Zio had seen a side of Chrisean that few outsiders knew. This made her reaction feel informed, grounded, and credible. In contrast to the often superficial commentary found online, the situation also raised questions about accountability. Some commentators argued that Blueface's claim could have legal implications, especially if it affected child support or custody arrangements. Others focused on the emotional side, emphasizing how public paternity disputes can create long-lasting psychological effects for everyone involved. In this context, Zio's reaction reminded the audience that there are real human lives at stake, beyond the clicks, shares, and trending topics. Interestingly, the reaction sparked a broader conversation about loyalty and friendship. Zio's position as a former friend of Chrisean highlighted how relationships can evolve over time, especially in high-pressure public environments. Her decision to speak out reflected a complicated mix of personal history, ethical responsibility, and emotional investment. Fans debated whether she was protecting Chrisean, holding Blueface accountable, or simply expressing frustration at a situation that had spiraled out of control. Social media's response to Zio was polarized. Some praised her for speaking the truth and defending the child, while others questioned her motives, citing the history of her falling out with Chrisean. Regardless of where people stood, it was clear that her words had made an impact. The conversation had shifted from mere speculation about paternity to deeper discussions about relationships, responsibility, and the consequences of public drama. For many fans, the most striking aspect of Zio's reaction was her ability to remain grounded amid chaos. Unlike some who immediately resorted to trolling or sensationalism, Zio spoke with clarity, conveying concern and frustration without exaggeration. This calm, reasoned response contrasted sharply with the often chaotic nature of Blueface and Chrisean's interactions online, giving the audience a moment of perspective amidst the whirlwind of drama. As the saga continues, it's likely that Zio's reaction will remain a key moment in the story. Whether it leads to new revelations, changes in behavior, or simply sparks more conversation, her words have already left a mark. They remind fans that behind every viral moment, there are complex human emotions, histories, and relationships that can't be reduced to a simple headline or clip. Ultimately, Zio's reaction to Blueface denying baby Chrisean is his biological son highlights several important truths. First, the drama between high-profile figures like Blueface and Chrisean Rock has ripple effects that extend far beyond the two individuals directly involved. Friends, former allies, and even casual observers are drawn into the conversation, each offering perspectives that add depth and context. Second, her response underscores the emotional stakes involved when personal matters are played out publicly. And finally, it shows that even in the age of viral content, There is value in speaking with authenticity and concern for the people at the center of the story. As fans continue to watch the situation unfold, one thing is clear: the story isn't over. Zio's reaction has added a new layer to an already complex narrative, reminding everyone that behind every viral headline lies a web of human relationships, emotions, and consequences. Whether this moment leads to reconciliation, further conflict, or more revelations, it has already cemented its place in the ongoing saga of Blueface, Chrisean Rock, and the people caught in the middle in the end. Zio's reaction isn't just another clip in a viral drama, it's a reminder that even in the midst of chaos, voices of reason and personal insight can cut through the noise, offering fans a chance to reflect on what really matters: responsibility, honesty, and the well-being of those who can't defend themselves in the public eye. As the drama surrounding Blueface and Chrisean Rock escalates, Zio's reaction has become one of the most talked about moments in the saga. What makes this so compelling isn't just the shock of Blueface's claim that baby Chrisean might not be his biological son, but the ripple effect that Zio's perspective has created across social media. Fans, influencers, and gossip pages alike have dissected her every word, analyzing her tone, her gestures, and even the subtleties in her expressions. In a story filled with bold claims and viral videos, Zio's input stands out because it feels grounded and personal. Rather than performative, Zio's former connection with Chrisean gives her a unique vantage point. Unlike outsiders who only see what is posted online, Zio has witnessed the highs and lows of Chrisean's journey firsthand, from moments of triumph to periods of intense personal struggle. Zio has seen the private side of the story that rarely makes it to social media. Her reaction, therefore, resonates with fans because it feels authentic. When she speaks about Blueface's claim, it isn't just commentary at someone who understands the personalities, history, and emotions behind the headlines. One of the most significant aspects of Zio's response is her focus on accountability. She didn't simply react with shock or anger. She emphasized the human impact of Blueface's statement. Her concern wasn't about the public spectacle or the viral attention, it was about the child at the center of the controversy. "This is not a game," Zio said, her voice carrying a mix of frustration and care. "You're talking about a child, about a life that deserves stability, love, and respect." Words like this can leave lasting scars. Fans immediately praised her for framing the discussion around the emotional and psychological stakes, rather than sensationalizing the drama for clicks or views. As clips of Zio's reaction circulated, the fanbase became even more divided. Some praised her for speaking out and defending the child, framing her as a voice of reason amidst the chaos. Others questioned her motives, citing her past falling out with Chrisean and wondering whether she might have her own agenda. This polarization reflects a larger trend in celebrity drama. Every reaction is scrutinized, every perspective dissected, and every personal connection analyzed to determine its legitimacy. Despite the debates, one thing is undeniable: Zio's involvement has added a new layer to the narrative. Before her response, much of the conversation revolved solely around Blueface and Chrisean. Now, the story has expanded to include the perspectives of people who were once part of Chrisean's inner circle, demonstrating how publicized relationships can pull multiple parties into the spotlight years after friendships have changed. Fans are now not only speculating about the paternity issue, but also reflecting on the dynamics of loyalty, trust, and personal boundaries in high-profile friendships. Zio's reaction also prompted deeper discussions about how public figures manage personal matters in the digital age. Blueface's decision to announce such a sensitive claim online, rather than privately, drew criticism from fans and commentators alike. Many pointed out that public paternity disputes can have long-lasting consequences for all parties involved, especially children who may one day see these moments online. Zio's response, measured yet firm, highlighted this concern and reminded audiences that responsibility extends beyond social media posts. It affects real lives. Interestingly, The fan community's engagement didn't stop at just commenting or reposting Zio's video. Some users began creating threads, compiling timelines of Blueface and Chrisean's relationship, and cross-referencing past statements to better understand the context. Others dug into Zio's history with Chrisean, speculating on how her insight could reveal untold aspects of the story. This level of engagement shows how a single reaction, when coming from someone perceived as credible, can dramatically shape public perception and fuel ongoing conversations online. As discussions continued, influencers and gossip channels jumped in, breaking down every nuance of Zio's reaction. Some noted subtle facial expressions, pauses, and emphases, treating them as signals of deeper meaning. Others praised her for maintaining composure, presenting her thoughts clearly without resorting to dramatics. The contrast between her grounded approach and the often erratic behavior of Blueface and Chrisean online made Zio's contributions stand out even more. Another key point in this saga is the emotional complexity. Zio's words remind fans that behind every viral clip are real human emotions. The tension, betrayal, concern, and love she expresses are not just clickbait. They reflect the intricate dynamics of friendship, loyalty, and family. In many ways, her reaction humanizes a story that might otherwise be reduced to entertainment. It's a reminder that behind the headlines, there are children, former friends, and families navigating very real emotional landscapes. The situation also underscores how quickly social sleaze can escalate private matters into public spectacles. One statement from Blueface sparked outrage, speculation, and debate. But Zio's reaction transformed it into a conversation about accountability and the consequences of public actions. Fans and commentators alike have recognized that her perspective adds depth to the story, showing that viral moments can carry meaningful commentary when voices with insight speak up. As the drama unfolds, Zio's response may also have long-term effects on the public narrative. Her words have encouraged fans to question the motives behind public statements and to consider the emotional impact of celebrity disputes on children and friends. In a saga filled with shocking claims and viral moments, her reaction offers a reminder that perspective, history, and human concerns still matter, and that the voices of those who have lived the experiences can offer clarity amidst chaos. Ultimately, Zio's reaction serves as both a wake-up call and a lens for understanding the broader dynamics at play. It demonstrates that the story isn't just about Blueface and Chrisean, it's about the people around them, the responsibilities that come with parenthood, and the long-lasting consequences of public drama. Fans have seen countless viral moments over the years, but Zio's words stand out because they cut through the noise, remind viewers of the human stakes, and challenge everyone to think beyond the screen. As the saga continues, the internet will undoubtedly keep watching, dissecting, and debating every new development. But for now, Zio's reaction remains a defining moment, one that shifts the conversation from sensationalism to empathy, from shock value to responsibility, and from mere entertainment to reflection. Her voice reminds us all that in a world dominated by viral content, authenticity, insight, and concern for those directly affected are invaluable. For Chrisean, Blueface, Zio, and the child at the center of it all. This chapter is far from over, but Zio's reaction ensures that the conversation includes more than just drama. It includes context, perspective, and a human reminder of the consequences of words, both online and offline. Fans are left watching closely, wondering what comes next, knowing that in a story this complicated, the next twist could happen at any moment. This story isn't over, and neither is the conversation, so we want to hear your thoughts. Do you believe Blueface's claim about baby Chrisean, or do you think there's more to the story behind the scenes? How do you feel about Zio's reaction? Was it fair, emotional, or revealing? Drop your opinions in the comments below, and let's get this discussion going. If you want to stay on top of every twist in the Blueface and Chrisean saga, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a viral update. We're covering all reactions, drama, and behind-the-scenes insights as they happen. And don't forget to like this video if you found Zio's reaction as shocking or insightful as we did. helps us bring you even more content from the world of celebrity drama. Celebrity drama.